It's the idea that could get our sharks jumping out of bed every day. But will they jump on board and invest? That's ahead on Shark Tank. This is the Shark Tank, where Australian innovators pitch their business ideas to a pack of sharks.
Our business is a head lice prevention and treatment system.
I'm starting to itch just at the thought of it.
They're looking for cash.
Do we have some play sharks here today who like to try for themselves?
To kickstart their careers.
Get up, Glenn! Get up, Glenn!
If the sharks like what they see,
I really love your product. It's fabulous.
they'll invest their own money.
I'll give you $150,000 for, you probably win a wish out share, 40%.
They'll even fight each other to win the deal.
I'm not trying to bottom feed.
It is a bottom feed.
But the entrepreneur must get the full amount they're seeking.
I think your valuation is nuts.
Or they walk away with nothing.
I was never in,
Well, that's a shame.
so I'm out.
So who are the sharks? They're 5 of Australia's most successful business brains. They control empires worth billions, and they're always looking for new investment opportunities. Andrew Banks, the ex-actor who sold his first company for $1 billion, now an international tycoon with businesses on 3 continents. Janine Alice, the marketing and franchising dynamo who evolved the Boost Juice brand into a worldwide phenomenon. Dr. Glenn Richards, the visionary vet who grew his humble country practice into the billion-dollar Green Cross pet barn empire. Naomi Simpson, the passionate motivator and online innovator who launched Red Balloon into the stratosphere. And Steve Baxter, the straight-talking tech investor who's pumped millions into Australian startup businesses. First into the tank tonight, a stonemason who wants a shark to help him build an empire.
Hi Sharks, my name's Joel Norford, founder of Pentablock, and I'm here today requesting a $350,000 investment for 10% equity of my company Pentablock. Pentablock is a unique interlocking construction block process which features a patented, no mortar, simple, easy and considerably time-saving construction process. Pentablock can be used in all applications in the commercial, civil and residential construction industries, such as retaining walls, feature walls, structural load-bearing walls, fences, columns, pillars, swimming pools, basically anywhere where traditional masonry, block and brick construction and alternate methods are being used. Pentablock provides many advantages over these methods. A stonemason would do on average about 1.5 to 2 square metres a day. One of my guys can do 50 square metres per day. We're stronger, we're faster and we're cheaper. They're the fundamental points of our system. So right now I'm going to get my 2 boys, Brenton and Jake, to do a demonstration for you. And I'm going to get a brochure to give you guys so you can have a little look at that while they're doing the build.
Okay, Joel, so that was 350,000 big ones.
Yes.
At 10%, so you're valuing your company at a modest $3.5 million.
That's correct.
Just checking.
Seems like a lot.
So simply, it's just a tongue and groove system, which is, we call the tongue and groove the top section of the block, and then the groove on the bottom, and they simply stack together like that.
So the material is the block, it's not cladded. The material's not the cladded block.
We construct the block first. This is the first process of our manufacturing. We build a block like this,
Yes.
and then we laminate a beautiful, timeless natural stone onto the block.
Or anything.
Or anything, exactly. So we're providing one very quick and simple process, just like that. So we're eliminating a substantial amount of the labour.
So you'd fill those up with cement?
Of course. So yeah, it's freestanding now. So anything over 3 blocks high, which is somewhere around here, you're forced, and we like to hear that people fill it with concrete because it lasts forever.
But your product is aimed at traditional builders, just to speed it up, cheaper, faster.
Exactly. With structural walling, we've actually got 25% more bearing capacity, so we're 25% stronger than traditional blocks and bricks.
Joel, I'm a serial renovator and builder, so I have seen nearly every single scenario of stone and mason and cladding and non-cladding. The thing I'm confused about is if I wanted a cream look or a look that you didn't supply the stone cladding,
Yes.
how do I get that?
Well, we encourage clients to specify a material, and in that case, we will then laminate the material onto this block system for you. And then you would buy the product from us, and you yourself could do it, or you could employ some tradespeople to lay the product for you.
You've been in business 2 years. Can you go through some of the financials of your operation?
Our first financial year was last year, and we recorded sales of $174,000, returning a profit of around $92,000. This year we were projecting sales of $750,000, and we're on target at this stage. We're currently sitting at about $320,000 with constant growth. So we're still only working in our local area.
So Joel, what do you think your business model looks like in 2 years?
My intention is working my backyard first, so that this next 12 months focus on Victoria. The Victoria market's around 400 million, so I'd like to capture 1 or 2% of that in the next couple of years, and then carry around Australia. So our third year projection is around 3 million. So that again, that 3 times growth, 300% growth. And then again, 9 million the following year. Now that's with enlarging marketing spends and obviously a little bit of help along the way.
What are your competitors in this space, mate?
We've got no competitors with a system.
Well, you do. Surely.
There's is it called Besser Blocks?
Besser Blocks, yes. That's a product, yes.
Aren't they hollow as well? And
Correct, yes.
so couldn't someone sort of do a similar thing with a Besser Block?
Not really, because they've got to then get a bricklayer and lay mortar.
Right, okay. Did you come up with this idea, or did you buy it from somewhere else and you're the distributor?
I actually found an abandoned building in Vietnam that was there, and with trees and stuff going over it. Seen this, and the next year I went back for more business, and then I was like, there's nothing going here. I've got a block, seeing what it was. I was like, I was going to do something about this. Patented it, and basically claimed it.
Did you just say that you sold this product in Vietnam?
Yes.
In an abandoned factory?
Yes.
And then you patented it?
Yes.
I'm actually significantly concerned about your patents.
Joel Norford is looking for a solid foundation for his building block business, Pentablock. But our sharks are concerned about the originality of the product.
Did you just say that you sold this product in Vietnam?
Yes.
In an abandoned factory?
Yes.
And then you patented it?
Yes. It was an abandoned factory, yes. And I brought the stone application to it. So I've landscape stonemason.
So your value add is that you saw something that was there, but you've also put the tiles or you can put granite. So you took something that was there, but you added an idea to it.
Correct. Yeah. And I've got a patent granted.
Where?
Australia. And I've got paperwork in place for America.
It's better.
So Joel, I'll let you know how I'm feeling. I'm actually significantly concerned about your patents. So on that basis, I'll jump out.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. Thank you.
Joel, I really love your product. It's fabulous. I think you've done a really good job.
Thank you.
So I look forward to being a customer.
Thank you.
But I'm not going to be an investor today.
Thank you. Thank you.
You don't really need cash. I would go for the licensing deal, but it's not really my kind of thing. I'm not as passionate about stone as you are, although I can admire it. No, I think you've done well.
Thank you.
But I think there's a few issues around scale. So as an investor, I'm out, but I wish you luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then there were just 2.
I am concerned about your valuation. I've taken your profit, which I've estimated at about 200k for this financial year we're in right now.
Yes.
And you're after 3.5 million, which is nearly 19 times that. But I see your product has a great position in the marketplace. So look, I'm sitting at 350k for 33%.
Okay. I think that's not valuing the licensing potential, the global potential.
All right, so what's your counter offer to them?
Well, my limit today was 20% of my company.
Look, I'm going to put an offer to you, which I think would work for the valuation of where the business is now. Because it's all very well saying you're going to triple the business every 2 years, which is fanciful, right? It rarely unlikely happens, can happen, but particularly in this industry, really highly unlikely. I'll give you $350,000 split into $150,000 in equity.
For how much?
17%.
17%.
And $200,000, we'll call it a loan, but it'll be paid off in 2 years.
So Joel, what's on offer from Janine here is $150,000 cash for 17% equity and then a $200,000 loan. Or you can do $350,000 for 33% with Glenn.
So commercial terms of loan over 2 years,
Yep.
not 3, has to be 2 years.
Look, the thing is, if we've got great growth, I'm not going to be going, right, okay, where's my return? But there has to be some sort of, like any business, it has to have a capacity to be able to pay its loan.
Yes, of course.
But I'm going to be a partner in the business.
17. Well, that's much more attractive. That's only my 20%. Well, I'd like to welcome to Pentablock.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is that like I've been rejected?
Well done, mate. Thank you. And I'd like to hear from you in the States.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Sorry, mate. That's all right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Joel. Thank you. Well done.
He's going to get to 5 or 6 million very quickly.
It is a great product.
You're going to get your money back.
Yeah,
That's a good deal.
I'm getting tingles in the back of the neck.
Next into the tank is mechatronics engineering student Benny Tong.
My dream since when I was a child was to build robots. The thing that fascinates me about robots is that it makes people's life better. We can change this part, or like you said, we move it out a little bit. Yep. My product has already changed my life. I believe that it can change many more people's life and help them.
Hello, my name is Benny Tong. I'm a student engineer from South Australia. I'm here today seeking for some great business advice and, if possible, $20,000 for 10% of my company, Bisong, which also includes our first invention and any products that we create in the future. So, what is our product? Our clock is a robot designed to wake up the user only without disturbing anyone around them. It does that by gently tapping them with a moving arm. The art clock is actually the first of its kind in the world. Given that art clock has the ability to wake the user with touch and or with sound, it actually can be more reliable than other alarm devices. Art clock is also ideal for people who live as a couple and have different wake-up times, or for people who live in a share room or share house, or even help parents wake up their kids in the morning. Do we have some brave sharks here today who would like to try for themselves?
Here we go.
Glenn's always looking for a nap.
I just want to make sure I don't get my eye poked out.
No, to be honest, after 5 years of testing, it never happened. To just give that extra insurance to parents, we include a foam ball on the end.
Okay, so I don't get my eye knocked out. So where do you want me, in bed?
No time, Glenn. Into bed. We might never get him out.
That's it, he's done.
Pretending to be asleep. Oh! Oh! Get up, Glenn! Get up, Glenn!
So to stop it, all we need to do is just press the snooze button.
Okay, right. Get up! Get up!
Could you pass me one of your little men? I mean, it's cute, but I couldn't think of anything worse than someone hitting me as I'm waking up.
You couldn't just sell in America, people would shoot it.
Can I ask a question that we're all thinking? Is this just a horrible idea?
Benny Tong has invented an alarm clock that wakes sleepers with a light tap.
Oh. Get up, Glenn! Get up, Glenn!
But the sharks aren't sure the product is commercially viable.
Is this just a horrible idea?
It actually does work because I actually use it for 5 years already.
All right.
I'm Steve. G'day, Benny. How you going? Mate, what can I look at one as well, please? Can you grab
Yes.
me one? And what part of South Australia are you from, mate?
From Mitchell Park.
Oh, in Mitchell Park. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, lovely. Great.
So, Benny, let's get serious about the clock. $50 a clock. That's the retail price I noticed on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
What's it cost to make?
$15.
So it's not a bad margin. Have you sold any yet?
We just put pre-orders on our website just yesterday.
Benny, $20,000 is what your ask is for 10% of the company, so you valued it at $200,000.
Yes.
The $20,000, what are you going to spend it on?
Mostly on marketing.
Yep.
And partially for manufacturing.
If I was asleep and I'm about to wake up and it hits me in the eye, have you considered sort of
I have considered that. Like, the angle that it's coming down actually can't hit you in the eye, because if you put it right next to you, it will just hit you on the side. Unless you're facing it.
You can't guarantee that because people move in their sleep all the time.
I could not think of a worse way to be woken up. Unless I wanted to play joke on someone. I don't mean to belittle your work, right? There's a lot of effort's gone into this. You obviously believe there's a gap in the market. I don't believe there's a gap in this market for a generic sort of run-of-the-mill, wake you up in the morning type thing. But, you know, as a novelty, this is amazing. This is, you know, just... I'm out, but please, mate, keep going. You're a smart bloke, and I really wish you all the best, eh?
Thank you.
You're so clever. I mean, whether this idea is a good idea or a bad idea, I mean, to even do it, it's very clever.
Thank you.
But my children are like massive. They're 6'3", 4, 5", right? They're huge. And so they have big beds. So that all they have to do is roll onto the other side and they wouldn't get woken up.
Yes, exactly. I know there's these concerns, so we actually have extension. So you can actually extend it.
Oh, you see? He's thought of everything.
Shared income. Stop it.
That's gentle to wake up to, isn't it?
Yeah, I imagine. I know it isn't coming at you.
Sorry about my colleagues here.
Look, I agree with Steve. I think you're very clever and you've got millions of ideas. This is not the idea for me, though.
Okay, no
I'm
problem.
out.
Thank you.
Please tell us you haven't put a lot of money into this.
No.
Good. Good. I love your guts and courage for coming here. I'm looking forward to seeing the next big idea, but this one I was never in, so I'm out.
Yeah, no problems. Thank you.
At this point, I see you as an ideas guy. I do wonder if maybe you'd like to license this to somebody else who's going to manufacture and deliver it, so you can get on with the new ideas and you don't get distracted with running what would become an enterprise. The other thing is marketing is really quite expensive, and $20,000 isn't going to do very much at all. As an investment, it's not really working for me.
Understand.
I'm out.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
problems. Thank you.
So Benny, you're a boffin. You're an ideas man. Really, this is a product and it's not yet a business. I think you've got to find someone to partner up with so you can keep incubating those ideas. I do have a friend in Queensland who sells more electronic gadgets into Harvey Normans and David Jones than anyone else in Australia. Happy to pass your name on. But quite simply, I don't think we're anywhere near yet an investable position. So I'm out, mate.
I understand. Thank you so much for the offer.
Well
you got
done,
your back.
Benny.
Very
Very
fantastic.
clever
Good luck.
man.
Keep at it, bud.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
You've got to say, it's kind of cute.
It's amusing Steve, so that's obviously worth something.
I know it's not a product for everybody, but I use it every day, so I know it actually works.
Last season, husband and wife team, Hanny and Murray, secured an investment into their product, the Charlie Chair.
It will be in every home in the near future.
A safe way to wash babies in the shower.
Well done.
When we pitched Charlie Chair on Shark Tank, we had only sold 240 units. To date, we've sold 2,700 units.
Morning, Margaret.
We're now in all the baby stores across Australia. We're international. We're in the USA, Canada, United Arab Emirates, and sales have gone through the roof.
How are you going with the cushions? Yeah, they're going really well.
Before Shark Tank, we had sold $30,000 worth of stock. To date, we've sold $250,000 worth of stock, so it's great. Without Shark Tank, we would have continued to struggle to get into retail stores. It's opened up a huge door for us.
Yeah.
Coming up,
I'm starting to itch just at the thought of it.
is this a solution for an age-old predicament?
I'm not sure you're fixing a problem that's a problem there.
Doesn't it seem weird?
Next into the tank, An entrepreneurial pair with a natural solution to every parent's nightmare.
Hello Sharks, I'm Paul and this is my partner Lisa. Our business Knit Ninjas is a head lice prevention and treatment system. Today we're asking for $100,000 for 30% equity in our business.
Out of 3 million children that are enrolled in primary schools in Australia, at least 750,000 will have head lice right now.
In this moment.
Right now, right here. Right now.
I'm starting to itch just at the thought of it.
We're all scratching.
Our own experience over the past 6 years with our 5 children, 4 of which attend primary school, has forced us to look at things in a different way, and we've realised that prevention is better than a cure.
So implementing the no hat, no play policy in schools, we simply insert a cotton lace that's been soaked in a blend of oils known to treat and repel head lice. And we would like your help to take our cottage industry business to a new level and become a major competitor in the war against nits.
Okay, so tell us a bit about your product. Maybe we can have a look at it, could we?
Yes. Here are 2 hats, and this is just showing how we've modified it by putting the eyelets in there, then we place the blended lace in there.
So that's this piece here?
Yes, it's got 4 essential oils, and
It smells good.
it lasts for about 7 days before it needs to be replaced. We have a treatment first as well, and also because the treatment industry is such a big industry in Australia, we believe that's our into the market, and then once people get the treatment, which is 100% natural by the way, we then direct them on our website to the prevention part of it.
Are there 2 products up there or one? Is it the lace?
Okay. What we have here is a 10-pack of laces, which is to cover a 10-week term.
I could smell that in the hat.
That's right. That's got the neem, the lavender, the tea tree, and the flaxseed oil in it.
And who came up with the formula? And
We both did.
right, so what's your background?
We've both got aromatherapy and natural therapies background.
Yep.
We
Are qualified? Are you?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
We've done in-school test trial at the end of last year with 53 students, where we just put in a string into the hat firstly that was soaked, and that had great results. Then we developed it to the shoelace, and at the end of the term we stopped it to see how long it would take to come back, and it took more than 6 weeks into the second term before the first reinfestation of head lice came back.
So, of those 53 kids using a lace in their hat against every other kid in the school,
53 out of 85 kids that had it, none of those were infested.
so Paul, I'm a bit more into independent clinical trials if I'm thinking about investing. Who do you approach, and have you done any clinical trials?
In terms of doing clinical testing, we're actually just in the process now of going through the TGA to get TGA approval. We had a few, not a few issues, but they had to determine where we actually fit in their list of products.
What's in your hand then?
So this is our treatment, which is exactly the same 4 elements with an organic conditioner, just to help it go through the hair. This one here is an Invisa spray. It's like a spray protection again with the same elements, but it's just a very diluted one.
So do they all wear these hats? They
all
have
have
to,
to have
yeah.
the hats.
And so all the hats,
different-
do they already come with these eyes? And this is
what we've done is we've got a combat kit here.
Combat kit, love it.
Which actually has a hat modifying tool to put the holes in there, the eyelets to put the eyelets in, and a knit comb and your treatment, your spray, and your 10-pack for the 10.
So I guess asking a customer to be in a craft project might be quite challenging as well.
Which is part of why we want to get the hats made already with the eyelets in.
You want to make hats with built-in nip protection.
No, just the whole.
The eyelets, just so that the one's done with the eyelets.
Yeah, but okay, so you want to make hats with holes, so therefore you can sell on your built-in nip protection.
Yeah, yes, basically
But doesn't it seem weird?
Well, basically,
But are you in the hat business? Are you in the hat business? Are you in the knit business?
Lisa and Paul are looking for an investment into their head lice prevention Knit Ninjas. But Steve Baxter is concerned about their plan to become hat manufacturers.
You want to make hats with built-in nip protection.
Well, basically,
are you in the hat business? Are you in the hat business? Are you in the knit business?
Well, we're in the knit business. See, hats already have...
But what if a certain school actually has caps?
We can still do caps.
So you actually have to, you're actually trying to make this lace version of a hat for every variation of school out there. You need a better way to do it. I'll let you know where I'm at. One thing, don't go about making hats. Work out a better way to fit this inside a hat. I just cannot get excited here. I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
Do you know what? The other thing is, though, there is so much to do as a mother, right?
Oh, I'm with you.
You only think about the knits when you get a notice home and go check your kids' knits, right? So I think you'd do it once and then you would go, oh, for God's sake, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it, not a problem. The other thing with your product is, I think I'm the knit expert. I've spent many hours with my children combing through knits. Actually, my son went to Africa and got monkey knits. Man, they were big.
Sorry,
they were seriously.
a big knit, is it?
They were like chihuahuas.
It's like the one type of knits.
Right, they were massive, right? He had dreads, so they were all in it. It was not fun. So I've looked at every single product that's out there, and what I'm finding is it's a quick shampoo and it's all fixed. So I'm not sure as a customer that I think that if you're fixing a problem that's a problem there. I really admire what you're doing and congratulations, but for me, this is not an investment for me, so I'm out.
Thank you.
Tell us about how you work. Do you work from home? You mentioned cottage industry before.
Yeah, we're handmade, homemade at the moment, every single thing. So, and we just fit it in around what we do with kids.
So at the moment, if you were to get a large order, that's not going to be possible, is it?
No, not by the 1,000, no. By the 100, yes, but not by the 1,000, no.
Also, anything that goes near primary schools, the regulation required, the state-based system is very, very significant. There are some hurdles that for an investor means that it's too far away.
Sure.
I wish you well. I think you're going to do a fabulous job. But for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
I admire your innovation and you are absolutely passionate and believe in what you're doing. That's the big thing that I've got to applaud. On the downside, I really am concerned about the lack of science. I'm concerned about the lack of evidence on the outcomes. We need reasonable clinical trials before we can really get serious about putting this into the marketplace. Make sure we're not getting adverse reactions. We are actually really getting treatment success. And I'm not comfortable in supporting your business with an investment. So for all those reasons, I am out.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're only talking about the Australian market, aren't you?
We see that there's a worldwide,
But American kids don't wear hats.
They don't have a no.
That's right. So again,
So I think the shampoo would work in America, maybe.
Yeah.
Can you hand me a shampoo and a conditioner? Are these in mass production yet?
at the moment I'm doing it all.
Sounds no. Okay, and
No.
you got the recipe?
Yes.
The formula down
Yes.
pat?
Yes.
And you think you can scale it?
Yes.
I don't buy the hats thing, and I think your business model is early. I'll throw you a lifeline, though. One thing that's amazed me is how popular Australia and anything Australian and New Zealand is, particularly in California. You know, there's an Australian arthritic oil that sells like hotcakes. There's an Australian product that removes hair that sells. They love Australian products. So if there's a gap in the market, maybe I'll help you find a license deal for this product, the shampoo and the conditioner, because that's something that, you know, could be licensed and sold into a big market. At this stage, it's not investable. I'm out. But certainly reach out and we'll communicate afterwards, see if we can give this some life.
Fantastic.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep
Thanks a
going.
lot.
Thank you.
Lovely couple.
It is an issue. It brings a whole house to a standstill, you know, when you get lice, though. I mean, you know.
How can you scratch out a living with that?
Huh?
Coming out of the tank without a deal, but with a bit of a lifeline. I mean, are you feeling confident and positive about the future?
We had no expectations coming in anyway.
We
so
knew it was going to be a win-win.
Hopefully Andrew can come through with some great contacts for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Still to come,
In Australia, almost 2 out of 3 adults are overweight or obese. And that statistic now in children is 1 in 4.
These mums want to help keep our kids healthy.
I think your valuation's up for negotiation.
But is it achievable?
I'll be that polite, otherwise you'd call it nuts.
Next into the tank, 2 concerned mums cooking up a plan to create a generation of young chefs.
Hi, I'm Joanne Boskell.
And I'm Holly Bowl. And together we own 100% of Get Kids Cooking. Today we are seeking $150,000 investment for a 10% share of our company. In Australia, almost 2 out of 3 adults are overweight or obese. And that statistic now in children is 1 in 4, almost a quarter. Research has shown that one of the top ways to combat this in Australian children is to teach them food education in primary schools.
So Holly and I have delivered 550 hands-on cooking classes for more than 15,000 primary school students. Then we met with the Department of Education, the Department of Health, and we developed a curriculum-linked cooking program that is fun, cost-effective and scalable and tailored to Australian primary schools, teachers and students. So in Australia, there are more than 2 million primary school aged children in over 6,500 primary schools. And initially, we are targeting 10% of that market. So let's show you a little bit about what Get Kids Cooking at School is. It's made up of a few components. The first one is called the kitchen cart.
The kitchen cart is a fully portable, commercial-grade kitchen. It can be wheeled out into anywhere in a school. It has a commercial oven for speedy baking times, an induction cooktop for safety, and even includes the kitchen sink.
Another component of Get Kids Cooking at School is Cook in a Box. These are modules, a bit like a subscription, and we send these out to schools and they have in them everything that is required for a teacher to run a cooking class. We have packaged this together for a school to be able to buy this over a period of time. So a school with an average of 400 students would purchase this over a 5-year period, and the cost for that would be $85 per student per year. And based on 10% of the market in Australia, that equates to a revenue per annum of $22 million.
Well done, Joanne, Holly. That's $150,000 for 10%, so you're valuing your business at $1.5 million.
Correct.
Pretty significant valuation.
G'day, Holly and Joanne. I'm Steve. How you doing? Whereabouts are you from? What state?
Yeah, we're based here in New South Wales.
New South Wales, okay.
Sydney's Northern Beaches.
How do you measure a business? And we'll dig down from there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
What we're looking to deliver in this next financial year is around $450,000 to $500,000. And we've done a plan out for the next 5 years as well. So that grows from $500,000 to $1 million, and then it grows to $5 million, and then 10, and then the 22.
So to get to your wonderful 22 million, it's a big number, I like it. That's 650 schools, roughly,
Correct,
which is your 10% of 6,500 schools. You're a very impressive pair. I mean, frankly, I'm sitting here thinking, how could I help you? You seem to have it all nailed.
Thank you.
The only thing I'm struggling with is your valuation. 1.5 million, how did you come about that?
So we did do a little bit of research into valuing the business, and we were advised to take a conservative look at what we've done to date, the orders that we have and the inquiries that we have, and make a projection from there.
I think your valuation's up for negotiation. I'll be that polite, otherwise you'd call it nuts. But I really like what you do. And I'll see what the other sharks are going to do.
When it comes to an investment, I look at how can I make that investment amplify through what I know, who I know, and what I can contribute. And I don't particularly know the education network except my own experience. I think you're really great, but I'm out.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your consideration.
I've got to say, you know, my second oldest son just left school this year, and he can barely boil an egg, let alone pasta.
Yeah.
I find the education department not teaching the kids basic things like budgeting and cooking, just things that they need. So I love your model. I was sitting here trying to work out if I could do a deal and how I could do a deal. And when I do the numbers, the only way I could do a deal would be too big of taking up a portion of your equity. Yeah, He said it was nuts. It probably is the evaluation of where you are right now because you're not allowing for execution risk. So unfortunately, I'm out due to the valuation. But good luck. Thank you.
Look, I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And, you know, you tick the boxes: education, food, which is important to all of us, health. I can see how you'll be influencing diets of kids. It's great. As an investor, I look at it and I just wonder what value I can add. Is, you know, I think I hate being dumb money, if you understand the expression, and I think all I'd be is dumb money. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Steve, I'll stop being so gutless, I'll make you an offer. But it's going to highlight exactly what Janine said. So I'll give you the $150,000 for, you probably when we share 40%. I do like this. I want to see something happen out of it. I want to see an offer out there at least. And I'm not trying to, although I'm sure I'll get reminded of this later on, I'm not trying to bottom feed. I'm not, but I truly think the stage you're at, this is an appropriate way to get a risk discount into what you're asking for.
Playing in a glass house here, mate.
I am now.
That is so glass house.
I just quote unquote, I'm not trying to bottom
But I am,
feed.
however.
On that thought,
It is a bottom feed.
Glenn, would you like to have a go?
I'd love to, Andrew. Look, I love what you're doing because it's socially important as well as you're actually working out how to make some money out of it as well, which is not a bad thing. It's okay that you actually do your passion and you make some money out of it. My offer, straight up, I'm in. 150k for 30%. What you get is someone who understands the education side quite well, but also someone who shares your passionate belief and want absolutely to support and share your journey.
In the blue corner, we have Steve at $150,000, 40%, and in the red corner, we have Glenn, $150,000 at 30%.
Guys, you're welcome to countering.
I think I'm fully priced at 40%.
Thank you. I think we'd like to make a counter offer for 20%.
Gee, you're tough.
You wouldn't want to partner with anyone who wasn't.
So 20%.
Yes.
What is it going to be, Glenn? You got these ladies' lives in your hands.
So that values it at basically 5 times next year earnings on the hope that you guys will deliver.
When we deliver.
When we deliver.
When you deliver. That's when you deliver.
We're ready to go.
Here's a coin.
Oh.
I'm going to take it.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to working
Thank
with
you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Thank you.
Wow, well, we're going to have healthier kids next year. That's good.
They are pretty impressive though.
Oh, they were amazing.
Yeah, they were impressive.
You even got the shark you wanted.
Very happy. Just means that we can now truly scale this business and get it out to kids everywhere. They're the ones who need that skill for life.
Next time on Shark Tank, more optimistic entrepreneurs
Hi, I'm Greg.
My name's Vanessa. I'm the founder at Little Fairy Doll.
put their businesses on the line,
I need some advice about the US market.
Inventing a product is one thing, making money out of it is another.
giving the sharks
I'm bloody torn.
plenty to feed on.
I believe both the deals are actually pretty rotten.
Well then, mate, then put an offer forward.
Put us out of our misery.
We'd love to do a deal.
Sometimes the fairies get it wrong.
It's the idea that could get our sharks jumping out of bed every day. But will they jump on board and invest? That's ahead on Shark Tank. This is the Shark Tank, where Australian innovators pitch their business ideas to a pack of sharks.
Our business is a head lice prevention and treatment system.
I'm starting to itch just at the thought of it.
They're looking for cash
Do we have some wave sharks here today who like to try for themselves?
to kickstart their careers.
Get up, Glenn! Get up, Glenn!
If the sharks like what they see,
I really love your product. It's fabulous.
they'll invest their own money.
I'll give you the $150,000 for, you'd probably want to wish you had a share, 40%.
They'll even fight each other to win the deal.
I'm not trying to bottom feed.
It is a bottom feed.
But the entrepreneur must get the full amount they're seeking,
I think your valuation's nuts.
or they walk away with nothing.
I was never in,
Well, that's a shame.
so I'm out.
So who are the sharks? They're 5 of Australia's most successful business brains. They control empires worth billions, and they're always looking for new investment opportunities. Andrew Banks, the ex-actor who sold his first company for $1 billion, now an international tycoon with businesses on 3 continents. Janine Alice, the marketing and franchising dynamo who evolved the Boost Juice brand into a worldwide phenomenon. Dr. Glenn Richards, the visionary vet who grew his humble country practice into the $1 billion Green Cross pet barn empire. Naomi Simpson, the passionate motivator and online innovator who launched Red Balloon into the stratosphere. And Steve Baxter, the straight-talking tech investor who's pumped millions into Australian startup businesses. First into the tank tonight, a stonemason who wants a shark to help him build an empire.
Hi Sharks, my name's Joel Norford, founder of Pentablock, and I'm here today requesting a $350,000 investment for 10% equity of my company Pentablock. Pentablock is a unique interlocking construction block process which features a patented, no mortar, simple, easy and considerably time-saving construction process. Pentablock can be used in all applications in the commercial, civil and residential construction industries, such as retaining walls, feature walls, structural load-bearing walls, fences, columns, pillars, swimming pools, basically anywhere where traditional masonry, block and brick construction and alternate methods are being used. Pentablock provides many advantages over these methods. A stonemason would do on average about 1.5 to 2 square metres a day. One of my guys can do 50 square metres per day. We're stronger, we're faster and we're cheaper. They're the fundamental points of our system. So right now I'm going to get my 2 boys, Brenton and Jake, to do a demonstration for you, and I'm going to get a brochure to give you guys so you can have a little look at that while they're doing a build.
Okay, Joel, well, that was 350,000 big ones.
Yes.
For 10%, so you're valuing your company at a modest $3.5 million.
That's correct.
Just checking.
Seems like a lot.
So simply, it's just a tongue and groove system, which is, we call the tongue and groove the top section of the block, and then the groove on the bottom, and they simply stack together like that.
So the material is the block, it's not cladded. The material's not the cladded block.
We construct the block first. This is the first process of our manufacturing. We build a block like this.
Yes.
And then we laminate a beautiful timeless natural stone onto the block.
Or anything.
Or anything, exactly. So we're providing one very quick and simple process just like that. So we're eliminating a substantial amount of the labour.
So you fill those up with cement?
Of course. So yeah, it's freestanding now. So anything over 3 blocks high, which is somewhere around here, you're forced, and we like to hear that people fill it with concrete because it lasts forever.
But your product is aimed at traditional builders just to speed it up, cheaper, faster.
Exactly. With structural walling, we've actually got 25% more bearing capacity, so we're 25% stronger than traditional blocks and bricks.
Joel, I'm a serial renovator and builder, so I have seen nearly every single scenario of stone and mason and cladding and non-cladding. The thing I'm confused about is if I wanted a cream look or a look that you didn't supply the stone cladding,
yes.
How do I get that?
Well, we encourage clients to specify a material, and in that case, we will then laminate the material onto this block system for you. And then you would buy the product from us and yourself could do it, or you could employ some tradespeople to lay the product for you.
You've been in business 2 years. Can you go through some of the financials of your operation?
Our first financial year was last year, and we recorded sales of $174,000, returning a profit of around $91,000, $92,000. This year we're projecting sales of $750,000, and we're on target at this stage. We're currently sitting at about $320,000 with constant growth. So we're still only working in our local area.
So Joel, what do you think your business model looks like in 2 years?
My intention is working my backyard first, so that this next 12 months focus on Victoria. The Victoria market's around 400 million, so I'd like to capture 1 or 2% of that in the next couple of years, and then carry around Australia. So our 3rd year projection is around 3 million. So that again, that 3 times growth, 300% growth. And then again, 9 million the following year. Now that's with enlarging marketing spends and obviously a little bit of help along the way.
What are your competitors in this space, mate?
We've got no competitors with a system.
Well, you do. Surely.
Is it called Besser Blocks?
Besser Blocks, yes. That's a product, yes.
Aren't they hollow as well? And
correct, yes.
So couldn't someone sort of do a similar thing with a Besser Block?
Not really, because they've got to then get a bricklayer and lay mortar.
Right, okay. Did you come up with this idea, or did you buy it from somewhere else and you're the distributor? I
actually found an abandoned building in Vietnam that was there, and with trees and stuff going over it. Seen this, and the next year I went back for more business, and then I was like, there's nothing going here. I got a block, seeing what it was. I was like, I was going to do something about this. Patented it, and basically claimed it.
Did you just say that you saw this product in Vietnam?
Yes.
In an abandoned factory?
Yes.
And then you patented it?
Yes.
I'm actually significantly concerned about your patents.
Joel Norford is looking for a solid foundation for his building block business, Pentablock. But our sharks are concerned about the originality of the product.
Did you just say that you saw this product in Vietnam?
Yes.
In an abandoned factory?
Yes.
And then you patented it?
Yes. It was an abandoned factory, yes. And I brought the stone application to it. So I've landscape stonemason.